is Tuesday and my apartment is a mess. I'm very behind on a lot of my tasks and I just need to get back on track. My kitchen is a disaster. I didn't cut fabric last night. I woke up at like 9:30. I'm so tired. It was so difficult to get out of bed. I went on a very long walk last night because I was talking with my friends and I didn't feel my body enough yesterday. The last 2 days actually. And so my sleep's been kind of off and I just haven't been as productive as I would like. Normally for my business, I cut a bunch of fabric on Mondays to just set myself up for the week. So all I have to do is sew. I didn't do that. My kitchen is a disaster. I was like doing a mild reorganization of my cabinets and so many chores got just thrown to the back burner and I just need to reset. We just need to start over. We need to get back on track. So I've got my to-do list of things here. I'm gonna read it off in no particular order. I need to go on my walk. I need to take my supplements. Yes, that's a to-do list item. I will forget if it's not. I need to cut fabric. I need to make a hoodie. I need to do laundry. I need to dust, clean out my fridge, water my plants, work on my curriculum, set an email schedule, clean my kitchen, do my strength workout, and then on the list of maybes, read and clean out my camera roll. And then at the very bottom, I have in big capital letters, eat. Because if I don't get enough fuel in my body, this is gonna continue happening. First things first, it wasn't even on the list. I need to edit and post my Plan With Me video. That's the first thing I do every morning. So I just filmed it. Now I'm going to go edit it whilst eating banana bread. Got my supplements right here. We're gonna get that out of the way. Alright, it's a mess in here. We're gonna do this when my video downloads or exports. This way. These also aren't looking great, to be completely honest. The last little bit of this candle, so we're gonna use it. This is what I was organizing last night. I got this bin and I decided to put all of my baking stuff in it. So I've got my sugar, my baking soda, baking powder, vanilla, and then I have cornstarch in here. I don't know if cornstarch is a baking or a cooking thing. I'm using it for an Alfredo later this week. But yeah, but it's just easy. So that way I can just grab it and then whenever I'm baking something, I have all of my stuff in one spot. Make sure there's no dishes anywhere else. Okay, kitchen clean. I think I'm gonna do my strength workout really quick. It's like 10 minutes. I'll just get it over with. I'm gonna water my plants. Yeah, okay. All right, I did my workout. We're gonna pretend that the appliances in this apartment are not so loud right now, but I'm making the water for my plants. You're probably like, Avery, what? It's water. You have to make water. You giving them electrolyte packets now. My Monstera has fungus gnats. I think I've almost got them gone. So lately I've been doing a mixture of hydrogen peroxide, which yes, I'm aware this is a spray bottle, it doesn't need to be, and this neem oil garden spray stuff. It's a fungicide. Basically, the water, if you shoot the top, it'll prevent them from being there, but the babies and the eggs are still in the soil. So that's what this is for. You need to penetrate the entire soil and get it wet with this mixture so they die. I can feel it. I'm just so close to them being entirely gone. All of my plants are looking great. My Monstera looks the best it's looked in, the 3 months that I've had it. So I definitely think this is working. I was a little bit worried that mixing so many things was gonna kill my plant, but they're thriving. They're thriving. I found this at the store. I want to say my mom's friend recommended this to me, but she probably recommended something else. I don't know. This is working now. And then some guy on TikTok recommended using this. Probably with a mix of something else. I can't remember what it was. But these two things have been working for me, so I'm going to continue doing it. So yeah, I water the plants with the mixture, and then I will also spray them with this just on the leaves and stuff, just to prevent them from coming back. And then we also have those little sticky traps in each plant and a Zevo near my Monstera, and that thing works, but it doesn't prevent them from hatching, existing, birthing, reproducing. That's what this is. Using these sticky traps, they caught so many bugs, and this one only has maybe 10 on there right now, but like the whole thing was full. I'm not going to replace that because I don't really feel like I need to. This plant is doing so much better than when I got it. It was like all like plants will like roll their leaves when they're like in distress, and I was at Ace Hardware and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, this plant is so sad, it doesn't like its environment. So I took it home, and I think it's enjoying its life here a little more. That corner is kind of dark, but I literally do not have a brighter place in my home other than where the Monstera is right now, in this really like awkward spot in my office where I definitely couldn't fit a plant. Here's my Monstera. She's huge. Yeah, see this guy? This guy's a little bit fuller, definitely. So I think I'm gonna replace this one. It definitely could go longer, but doesn't hurt. I actually can't find the sticky thing at this time. I'll have to ask Logan if we ran out, because I don't know. All right, moving on. Okay, couch confessional time, and I think my camera's also kind of slanted. I would much rather continue cleaning right now, but I need to start on cutting fabric because my hoodies, I need to have a hoodie done today because all of the content I'm posting today pertains to that hoodie. So unfortunately, I'm gonna do that.
It also is a really stupid.
I have nominated Melody and Taylor.
Back with an update. It's been probably about an hour. Took me just past the Big Brother episode that I was watching. I'm not using that purple fabric for a second hoodie. I don't think I even have enough to complete a full hoodie, and also it is the worst fabric or quilt ever to work with. There's one, no interfacing, which is fine. There doesn't need to be interfacing on the quilt necessarily, but it's not, they didn't do any like quilting stitches, and so it was basically just two giant pieces of fabric sewn together around the edges, which is fine for a blanket, but in terms of making a hoodie, it's just really difficult to keep the pieces together once you cut them. So I did get all of the pieces cut for one hoodie, and that took me an hour. So a little frustrated with that, not gonna lie. I think I'm just going to take a break from that. I'm gonna sew the hoodie really quick and get that over with. I don't know why in my head I thought it was like 4 o'clock. It's 12:30. I have so much time. I'm just kind of psyching myself out. No, I'm gonna go make food. I need to make food. That was like one of my goals today, was to eat enough, because I have not done that the past few days, and I think it's definitely impacting my mood and my energy levels. So we're gonna go eat, and then we're gonna sew. And then the other quilt that I have, I will cut up at some point today. I don't know, but we're gonna eat and then sew the hoodie first. Okay, meal for today is fried egg in sesame oil over rice with soy sauce and everything bagel seasoning. So I'm gonna go eat this, and then I will be back to sew. Okay, I just finished my hoodie and I filmed all of the content that I would need for it for this week. So now I'm just gonna sit and edit all of those videos and get them done. Logan was so kind and brought me Chick-fil-A sweet tea. So I have a beverage. I'm enjoying it. Cutting that hoodie was actually the most excruciating thing ever. It was so stupid. I don't know if I explained this, but basically the quilt was not, there was no stitching on it. And so when you cut off the edges, it was just two pieces of fabric, essentially. They weren't stuck together in any way. And so once, you know, you cut the pieces, then it's essentially like you're trying to sew together 4 pieces of fabric rather than, you know, 2. I have no clue if that makes any sense, but that quilt was really, really hard to work with. So I don't think I'm gonna end up making a second hoodie with that one. And it kind of killed my vibe in terms of cutting the second one. I'm still going to leave all of my pattern stuff, my projector up, just in case I want to do anything more with it tonight. But either way, it has to get done tomorrow too. So we'll see. Welcome to my closet. You're currently looking at Logan's side, which is atrocious. But I have a giant pile of laundry right here, which you can't see, and it needs to be put away. We're gonna do that. Okay, I finished putting clothes away, and we just ate dinner. Logan made Alfredo. It was very good. So now I'm gonna clean up the kitchen because he cooks, I clean. That's the rule. And vice versa, just depending on the night. I'm gonna do that, and then it's 5:50 right now, so I don't know if I want to go on my walk now, or if maybe I'll clean the fridge and then I'll go on my walk. Yeah. Bottle of hoisin sauce. Another bottle of hoisin sauce. I don't think we're gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna go on my walk now, but I don't want to wear this because I look like a bum. So I'm gonna do these shorts and I'm gonna match it with this sports bra. I got the bra a while ago, but I just found out that there were matching shorts. So I bought them and oh God, they're so cute. I'm so excited. I just finished my walk. I went for 30 minutes. It was good. I listened to a podcast. I usually have a hard time getting into podcasts, but I think I liked this one. So I'm gonna keep listening to it and see if I stick with it. I made myself a tea. I'm gonna get showered and ready for bed so that I'm just calm and chill for the rest of the night. We're probably gonna do some work after I shower. Because like I said, I need to do my emails and I need to edit a video and probably some other stuff. So, you get my AirPods?
Brother.
Where do I even begin with what just happened? Okay, I'm sitting in bed. I'm putting off dusting because I just don't want to do that, even though it's the last thing I need to do, and then I can just be done for the night. Point is, I get a notification from YouTube that I got a comment on one of my videos, and basically is this person telling me that they went to check out one of my hoodies and it said sold out, but it said it was in stock. And I was like, that's so weird because that hoodie is definitely in stock. So I don't know why it's saying that. So I go in and turns out all of my hoodies were set I'm going to try to explain this the best I can. I have two addresses in my Shopify kind of thing. One is my P.O. box and one is my address where I used to live. And all of my hoodies were set inventory at my old address, but they're shipping out of my new address, my P.O. box. So essentially there was a discrepancy between those two locations, and so because it was shipping out of my P.O. box, it didn't have any inventory to pull from, and so it was thinking that was just out of stock. So I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for letting me know. It's in stock. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened. It's probably just a screw up on my end. I probably have had a couple missed orders and just didn't know. There were probably some people that went to my website and went to, you know, buy a hoodie or something and just couldn't. And they're like, well, dang, guess I'm not buying it. And I had no idea. I fixed it. That's all that matters. So anyway, so yeah, I just got that order. What a time that was. Okay, I'm gonna go dust and then I'm gonna hit that hay.
You can feel it.